Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. So here today we are discussing the interview preparations for Infosys. Okay, so the interview slots have started. Sending up. So tomorrow the first batch will get in for this particular hiring cycle or hiring slot. So we'll see in detail what are the topics that you should prepare and what are the specifications that you should have. So let's have a look into that very detailed format. So these are the aspects where you start. Okay, so start from here. This is very important, guys. Please to watch because so many students, you might have been knowing like I'm taking mock interviews in TopMate platform. So when I take mock interviews, so many students are making the frequent mistakes. Every time they're repeating, many students are repeating the same mistakes. So hope you won't make that mistake after watching this video and you have a clear-cut idea how the interview will go and where all you need to prepare. Okay, so I'm just giving a high-level touch-up base where you have to improve upon. So let's get into that. So these are the points that you should mandatorily look once you are starting your preparation for interview. Okay, so ready with the things in resume? Obviously, yes. Tell me about yourself, projects, certification, internships, any mention skill set, then company knowledge. So let me brief every topic one by one, like what all things you should include. For example, if you have included something in your resume, but you don't know about it. Now, there is an option to edit? Of course, no, there is no option to edit. But what you can do next? That is the question. Okay, so we can do something. It's not like always this is a very good idea. Just randomly include and do this. But this is a very good workaround that you can do. Okay, so let me know if you have any workaround as well. That is, if you have included something, then one thing you can do is you can just Google that and have the basic idea on that. Okay, and you can tell, okay, this is, I'm having only very basic idea with that, only this much I know, like that you can put it. Okay, so it doesn't give a very bad negative impression, but I mean, interview will never feel that why you added in that. Okay, so that's a very good idea. You can go with it. Okay, and next is brief. Tell me about yourself. So you might be doing what is the duration of tell me about yourself. It should be between 30 to 90 seconds for anyone. Okay, so the very best thing that you can go is around 1 minute. So very briefly experiment yourself. That is 1 line sentence of everything: your graduation, your technical skill, what is your project. These things should be there in your first part. Next, you can go for your hobbies, your family details, whatever. Okay, so prioritize your things. Your tell me about yourself, because you just see what company want to hear. They want to hear what you will be in this company and what you can give to this company. So you should give those kind of details. Okay, tell me about yourself. And in case if you just want to know what are the HR questions and how you need to prepare, what are the possible technical, all these kind of questions and all, then we have something for you. That is, I'll show you. This is it. That is interview preparation materials, which is the new pattern for all stream with recorded videos. It's completely for all streams. You can find what all things that this stream should have, what all things that stream should prepare, and everything. And recently, we have around 5,000 students who have in total purchased and got the interview mail, because the people students we purchase, we have a team following up with them to know what is their status or like interview status. And there are so many students who have gone through it, and last week itself 126 students bought this course. So this is very informative course, guys. You just have to spend 299 rupees, but for that you are getting the materials like basic programming questions in C++, Java, Python and all. Then CS subject, OOPS, DBMS, OS, STLC concepts, then brand specific study material, important coding questions, HR interview questions with answers, interview experience, plus important themes. Okay, so whole things that you are receiving in this package. Okay, so this is very informative and very important for you. So just go through that. Videos are there, PDFs are there. Just go through. Once you buy this course, this is valid for 6 months. You can view it offline, online, or however according to your convenience. So I will leave the link in the description. You can just take it from there and apply it. and get the course done, because this is very informative course. And to be frank, so many people bought this course, and even in your interview experience videos you can see some students presenting the same like previously to be had. So they have bought the course and they have helped them a lot. Okay, so have a look at this as well. And if you're very specific and serious about your preparation, just let us know, we'll help you with this course. Okay, so let's start from where we stopped, and that's about the certifications, about the project. Okay, tell me about yourself, done. Then we'll move on to the project section. So project is the practical area where you can give your application level knowledge. Okay, so it's very important that you should give very good idea for your project, because project is very important. Okay, in Indian education system basically follows or basically goes around, or most of our graduation type. I'm not talking about IIT level, but I'm talking about the normal universities that's having right now. It's like mostly into theoretical aspects. Okay, theoretical knowledge, and the practical level knowledge is like giving examples. So they wanted to know the application level. And recently I used to see one or two comments where the student or some of the student have mentioned like they got very advanced level questions. And ma'am, you said only the basic questions will be asked, but they got to know about very advanced level questions. So we contacted them separately, that means personally, and we got to know that these students, okay, the questions that these students face is basic level questions only, but application level questions. Okay, it's not like always what is OOPS concept, what is polymorphism. They can ask you another way. Okay, this is a condition. So what is this condition in OOPS concept? So it's application level. And for example, tuples. Okay, are they mutable or immutable? They can directly ask you. If so, you will be able to answer directly, but they can put in application level to answer, okay, this is not possible because this is immutable, or this is possible, so this is mutable. Okay, so it's very basic concepts only. Okay, it's very basic concepts only, but application level. So whatever things that you're learning, just have an application level knowledge of the same. Okay, so that's very important. So in project you are learning like that. So project you should know. And apart from that, if you're a computer science student and all, you should know about it. And if you are not computer science student too, basic topics you should know about the application level questions and answers. Okay, that's it. And certifications and internship. So this part is optional, because some may ask and some may not ask. It's completely optional. But there are some students who have faced the questions from the certifications, internship, or the seminars that they have attended. So it's very good if you just can brush up the things what you attended in that session. So that's important. If not, just don't mention it anywhere in your resume or your tell me about yourself. If you're not sure about it, don't mention it. Okay, just don't give them to make you in trouble. Okay, that's it. And next is the mentioned skill set. What all skill set that you have mentioned, be very specific about it, have the knowledge on that, and be good at it. Okay, and company knowledge is very very important. This is very crucial. This is very important. Like they can directly ask you why Infosys. So to this, it's not like, okay, Infosys is a multinational company, it's a very good campus, it is a very good, it's had a lot of employees. It's not that. Okay, don't give these kind of answers. Just understand the worth of that company, okay, in the IT sector, and just know about it and put it in that way. Okay, these are the technologies that they're doing, these are what that company is doing, and that's why I would like to get in those kind of answers fits very really well. So give those kind of answers, that is important. Okay, so guys, don't randomly give any kind of answers, be very specific. Okay, that's company knowledge. And these are the checklist that you should do before attending the Infosys interview. Not Infosys interview alone, but with any of the interviews. Okay, so next let's move on to some of the technical topics which is every time asked. So let's move on to that as well. So these are the technical topics. And when these topics comes in the slide, it doesn't mean that only these topics will be asked. I just mean to say these are the constant topics that you may have. And one more important topic that I missed to update is SDLC. Okay, software development lifecycle. So that is also important. I missed to update that. Okay, so let me know if you got any other topics than STLC. Just don't mind this. Okay, this I'm not good at writing with the lap mouse. So STLC is also one important topic. And if you came across any other topics than this, please mention in the comment section. Let's know more about the interview process. Okay, so these are the constant topics that is put into the list when the interviewer is sitting up front of you. So OOPS concepts, it's not always like what are the pillars of OOPS. OOPS concept includes so many basic concepts. Okay, that means basic topics where they can ask. Okay, application level questions they can ask, obviously, yes. And there are so many sections where they can ask. So that's important. And next is data structures. It's not about always what are the different types of data structures. How can you implement that? What is the syntax? It's not about that alone. There can be application level questions from the basic topics. That is, then database, operating systems, programming language, which you have mentioned, networks, software development lifecycle, different stages, and what are the models, these kind of basic things they should. Okay, it will not be like okay, what tell about one of these of development lifecycle process model. It's not like that. They can give you one scenario. Okay, this is the condition, so to this which can be best. So it is indirectly asking what is the model process with example, right? So if they ask you in that way, it is not like it is advanced level question. It is basic level question only in application level. Okay, it's basic level topic only. Okay, so that's how they are asking. Okay, so please be prepared in the application level. That's very important. Okay, so technical, I'm not moving much into this because we have did a tremendous number of videos on what are the questions that they have asked, what are the technical topics that they are asked. So I just want you to touch base on few of the things in general. Okay, so that's what we are doing in this video. We'll come up with the exact questions after tomorrow, like in tomorrow's slot, what are the questions they ask, everything will come it up. And next is the important tips. So these important tips you should never ignore. I'll give you how it is impacting and what are things you should know when it comes to these sections, but you should never ever ignore these things. Okay, so another important thing that I would like to have is one more. I'm reminding about the course that we are having for Infosys preparation. It is just available for rupees 299, but the topics that is getting covered is tremendous, and we could help 5,000 plus students, like 5,000 few hundred students to get into Infosys with the materials that we are having. So we can help you with as well. And you can see the last week, I mean this week, there are 126 people who have purchased this course. It means that the demand is higher. So according to your demand, we have lowered the price as well. Since so many people are purchasing, it's not about matter of money, right? And obviously this money is for the revised preparation, because every time, every slot we are preparing it. Okay, we are renewing it. So that costs a lot of time and lots of effort. So these are the topics that you will be having in this: basic programming questions in C, C++, Java, Python, subjects in OOPS, DBMS, object-oriented concepts, then STLC, branch specific study material. That is, if you belong to this branch, what are questions? If you belong to this branch, what are the questions, like that? Important coding questions, HR interview questions, interview experience, and tips. Okay, so it's a complete package. If you could follow this material well, this course well, then nowhere I can see that you go wrong. Okay, because those students, the people have confirmed that following this preparation material, they can easily get into it. Okay, so just get the link from the description and get your course done and prepare it very well, because it's not, Infosys interview is not easy every time. It completely part of the interviewer. So even if it is tough or difficult, you need to get through it. So prepare for the worst so that you can get your best. Okay, so that's it. And next is the important tips. So in this, what I mean to say is some interpersonal skill for sure. And one important thing is, don't just pretend. Okay, that is, if you don't know the answer, you can straight away tell you don't know the answer in a polite way. Okay, or you can tell like, oh, I don't have any clue about it, I'm clueless about that, or something like that. And in case if you find that question or is a very unique kind of question, then you can ask them itself answer in a polite way. I would like to know that answer, could you help me with that answer, like that you can ask. But just to impress or just to give the impression that you don't know, I mean, you, there is nothing that you don't know. Okay, just don't give that. Okay, if you don't know, just don't know. It's okay if you didn't answer. It doesn't mean that your job is going on the way. But what does, how you know present yourself, that really matters. Okay, and next is be cool. I know it's very difficult to be cool in interview. After all, it's interview means it's interview. Because if you're a first fresher or if you're experienced, then the fear that you're having, the straight fight kind of things that you're having during interview is constant thing. And there is no way that I can say you don't fear. Okay, it's not possible. Fear is, these kind of feelings comes with it. It's not voluntary. You're taking up the fear. But one thing that you can do is don't show it up. Okay, so to not show it up, you can go for multiple mock interviews. That's the best way to boost yourself. So go for the mock interviews, just go for the personal sessions, look at your mirror and speak, and just train yourself to not show the fear. Okay, that's one thing. And good, you can't never control an emotion because sometimes it goes out of our hand. So what you can do is never show that. Okay, next is non-verbal communication. That's very important. Even when I'm taking mock interviews, I used to see students who, while answering, they used to look here, there, they look very distracted, or while answering, their eyes used to roll like this. But this is not a very good practice to go. It's not like always you should have an eye contact with camera, but it's like you should maintain some contact with the camera. Okay, you should not always stay distracted. You can just, okay, at times when you're thinking, you can just, okay, like there's an on, but it's not always advisable to look very restless. Okay, that's it. And the other thing is show the learning skill. If you don't know, everyone I want you to have the quality that is unlearn and learn things. So just always show that you are open to learn new things, because that is what they want. They want you to build. If you have to, they are looking throughout the interviewers looking that are you having the basic foundation, so they can give trainings and build you according to the company standard. So just show that. Okay, just show in all possible way that you have the learning skill with you, so you will be good at learning, you will raise to the company standard. So that's very important. So throughout interview, maintain that attitude. And next is listen and reward. And I have came across so many students who don't hear the full conversation from the interviewer and who do talk in between. Okay, if I'm telling one sentence, they'll break in between. Yeah. Okay, okay, they'll break. That's giving a very negative impression. You can just nod your head, or you can, like, with a low voice, you can tell yes, true, all these kind you can tell, but you just don't get into their conversation. Okay, get into their part of conversation. Let them complete the sentence and you start it. Okay, so listening is very good, important skill. It's not about interview. It's a very good interpersonal skill. Throughout your professional life or personal life, you are going to have a very good place for the skill in your life. So just develop this. Okay, don't talk in between and don't elaborate much. If they ask you one topic, if they ask you one question, for example, if they ask you what is software development life cycle, you can tell these are the phases and these are things doing in these phases. For example, this is one, I mean, planning phase. We are doing these things in planning phase, and next phase is this, we are doing this in playing this phase. So just go that, just cut it. Okay, just don't tell, okay, these are the phases, these are things doing, and in software development life cycle, we have these many models. Just don't give the topics randomly. Okay, just don't give things for the interviewers to ask to you. So just give to what they ask. Okay, and just put things to them. What you confidently know, you just put it in the answer, so they can ask questions from that, so you can perform well. Okay, so this is how things goes. This is how you need to prepare. Okay, so today now I have presented so many topics. okay, but in general these are the must-do checklists before you attend the interview. So before preparing to, you just check all these top points, and after preparing to, you just check all these points are there in your preparation or not. And this is very important. And whoever going to attend the interview tomorrow, all the best. And whoever didn't are up to attend the interview, once again I'm reminding about the course that we have, because that course is very revised and that will help you a lot in your preparation. So if you have the time, then definitely make it to a point to look at this course. The materials that is in here, it's directly from the people who have the faced interview, and it is very reversed, well revised. So just make a point to have a look at this as well. And another thing is that prepare well. Without preparation, don't go for the interview, because you may mess up. Okay, just prepare. This opportunity will come to you only after 6 months. By then you may lose this opportunity, or you may not. So prepare. If you have the preparation, then nothing can go wrong. Infosys hiring lot of students, so it's your probability of getting selected is very high. If you're that worst only, you will be losing that opportunity. So prepare yourself very well for the worst, so you can get the best. So every day we'll put questions and all which came up and then slot in. And if you require any other things, let me know in the comment section. We'll try to bring regarding that. So keep a constant look at our channel, and according to the videos that we bring, just make your preparation and do it very well. Okay, so all the best everyone. You will get the mail. If you didn't got, just wait for it. You will get 48 hours, within 48 hours of your interview. So that's it. All the best once again. And if you have any doubts, put in the comment section. And until I come up again, everybody stay safe, stay happy, and stay tuned to Online Study for You.